Hey, peace and harmony with you here today, focusing in on a really interesting topic. What triggers narcissistic rage? Oh boy, this is going to be a good one. A narcissist really gets upset and pissed off if you have an opinion. A narcissist gets really irate if you are having a viewpoint that is something genuine. A narcissist will really try to distract you and really act irrational, especially if you are having a good time. The narcissist will, without a doubt, start acting a fool, going into rage or some sort of really childish behavior when you are having a crowning moment, when you are really having, I want to say, not necessarily your finest hour, but really one of your finest hours. The narcissist will undoubtedly be there to try to destroy it. They will try to make some sort of insidious comment, derail the situation. They will try to ridicule you for really the very being that you are, even though you have not lifted a finger, even though you have not done anything to trigger this. They just see it as an opportunity to pounce, as an opportunity for rage, as an opportunity to create attention back on them. Anything that they can do to direct the attention back on them, even if it's negative. Any attention is good attention in the eyes of the narcissist. And because if they can do this, if they can be in your peripheral vision, if they can be, just like a photobomb of your life, if they can just like jump in and just try to interject some sort of comment, some sort of gesture, something that will just really sort of take away and try to diminish you, it is because the narcissist feels so threatened by your ability to stand on your own 2 feet and have an identity, to be a person, to have accomplishments, to have emotional growth, to have spiritual strength, to have emotional richness, to see you really going into the direction of your own personal security, your own independence, your own autonomy. They are threatened by this. Why would somebody be threatened by another's autonomy, another's moment, another's enjoyment, another's happiness? Why would it really try to really get under their skin and irritate them? That is because the narcissist, underneath all their facade, underneath all their either overt tendencies or covert tendencies that we discuss here, underneath it all is a very insecure, hurt, really depraved and pathological person. And all their behaviors that they will engage in to create the charm, the fake superficial charm, all the accomplishments that they will assign to themselves, the constant need for attention, the way that they constantly want me, all the references to be about them, the crazy making behaviors that they do. They have an insatiable pathological need to engage in these behaviors. If not, they feel that they would be so vulnerable to open up and get in touch with that pain, which they actively 24/7 work to conceal, cover up, and basically try to keep out of existence. And when they see somebody else having happiness or just having a moment, going about their day, I mean, it can be even the most benign of things, they're going to try to louse that up. They're going to make ridiculous statements. They're going to try to flaw find. And it gets to the point where it is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you didn't fold the napkin correctly. You didn't put the garbage bag on the container right. The spoon doesn't belong there. You can't, that's not how you put sugar in a cup. I mean, the perfectionist standards which they then try to project onto you are very laughable. So keep an eye out. Keep, almost like a sleuth. Keep an almost a keen awareness of these pathologies, because they are nothing more than pathologies. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with truth. It has everything to do with their control. It has everything to do with them wanting to be the one and only sole power. It has everything to do with them manipulating and exploiting others. It has everything to do with trying to make others feel inferior. And it has everything to do with creating and instilling self-doubt. Because if they can do that, they can then basically shove all that negative feeling that they feel about themselves, which is very strange and bizarre. It is what it is, but that is how they act in life. And the end result really is that of destruction, and it really is that of emotional, psychological, spiritual pain. It is that of crippling. As maniacal as it seems, why would somebody do this to a very own family member or to a spouse? It is just the way that they are. It is how they go about their life. It is just a pathology of the narcissist. So be very on guard, be very protective, and become very aware of it. And just get to a point where you can calmly observe and not react. Even if it seems like you're supposed to say something, just physically take your body and put one foot in front of the other and continue to walk. And then, like a child with your first steps, I did it. Walk away. Literally and figuratively walk away. Psychologically walk away. Spiritually walk away. Get away from all that distracting and crazy making comments that they are really stepping up. And remember, once again, that the narcissist or psychopathic individual, because they have this deficit of empathy, and because they have this heightened sense of their self as superior to and above others, remember that their manipulation tactics and control tactics of others are highly refined. Just the way that a blind person would have heightened senses, because so much of their brain activity isn't involved in the visual centers, that their motor centers, their sensory centers, their taste sensors, their olfactory sensors are heightened and have a higher presence and predominance in the brain, because their brain has adapted and heightened their awareness. Likewise, the exploitation tactics of the narcissist are also very refined. The psychopathic individual, for them to read and take advantage of and exploit and brainwash and gaslight others is so highly refined, especially with time, that they become very good, and to the point that it's beyond your perception. So realize this to be the case and take steps to really detach and really go about the matter of declaring your boundaries, your own goals, your own values, and embracing all that you cherish and love about life, and knowing that you own this rich connection that the narcissists wish that they could have. Peace and harmony with you here today. I hope these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support.